Welcome back to the Estadio Metropolitano, where Diego Simeone's Atlético right now are losing on the night by 1-0 and 5-4 on aggregates to Barcelona in this Copa del Rey semi-final second leg. How he would love to reach late April showpiece in Seville and have the chance to avenge their Champions League exit at the hands of Real Madrid, who have already put their place in the final. But in truth, Atlético need to be, put plain and simply, much better. They have not been competitive enough in this game, and a change has been made. Alexander Sørloth is out ready. So it looks like there's a change potentially at left back, because Javi Galán is amongst those ready to go as well, having not started the game. Some players on yellow cards for Atlético going in at half-time. Azpilicueta, Reinildo, Rodrigo de Paul and Alvarez, and it seems Simeone perhaps not only acting upon the performance but also the precarious situation of those four to make some half-time tweaks. And they've gone with 5-3-2 here. That's the formation. But Barcelona breezed through that first half and by all accounts could have been further ahead. Great options on the bench for Simeone here, with no players injured and just one unavailable through suspension. Even Koke, his captain, is back after nearly 2 months out. But these fixtures have had a remarkable to and fro about them. Atlético struck late with 2 goals in the final 6 minutes to draw the first leg, having trailed 4-2. Barcelona were 2-0 down into the final 20 minutes here in the league before winning 4-2. Frankie de Jong, the only player on a yellow card tonight for Barca.
Yo me la esperaba, pero no tan fuerte. Vaya, chavales, seguimos, Bueno, la primera era buenísima. Dale al chulo, tío. Dale, calma, dale que estamos bien,
Discussions ongoing as Alexander Sørloth breaks into sprints. So a new challenge for these Barcelona players to face in the second half. But Hansi Flick has delivered a really thrilling brand of football since arriving to replace Xavi in the summer. And he's close to guiding Barcelona to the Copa del Rey final, even without Lewandowski in the starting 11. Fit merely rotated out of the team today, with some massive games on the way. Real Betis in the league of the weekend, and then that Champions League quarter-final with Lewandowski's old club, Borussia Dortmund. Lamine Yamal, outstanding. Some brilliant chance creation from him. He got the assist for Ferran Torres in the first half. Clement Lenglet is also out there too now. So having seen Javi Galán and Sørloth in the tunnel, would appear at the very least. This is a triple change for Atlético. One wonders if there's a change in the system too, to try and alter the momentum of what's been a tricky night to this point. So Atlético get the second half underway of the second leg of the semi-final in the Copa del Rey, Spain's domestic cup competition. And still only 1 goal in it. Free kick given away by Inigo Martinez. No surprise that Reinildo has come off. He was really struggling, in truth, up against Lamine Yamal. Galant's early ball in towards Antoine Griezmann. And in truth, that's better than anything Atletico really fashioned in the first half. Some encouragement for the home supporters in the opening 60 seconds. Great early ball from Javi Galan just on. And Griezmann nearly improvised to great effect. So confirmation, Sørloth, Longley and Javi Galan all on. Reinildo, Diego Simeone's son, Giuliano, off, along with Cesar Azpilicueta. Ball down the line for Rafinha to chase, ducks under it as he pops the ball into the middle early. Could feel Lenormand breathing down his neck. Marcus Llorente, pop forward. And Sørloth not the quickest. And Szczesny was sharp off his line to help protect Barcelona's high defensive line. Llorente, Sørloth. Did he hold his position well enough? The flag stays down and options are there waiting for him. Griezmann! Top stop from Szczesny. Flag is up now. Sørloth was offside. But Atletico already looking so much better. Sørloth couldn't see along the entirety of the line. He only had one player to use as his guide to stay onside. He got his cutback absolutely spot on for Griezmann. Wojciech Szczesny with his first stop, although one made for a goal that would not have stood. Pedri, Koundé. Barcelona just trying to get to grips really with the changes that Atletico have made at half-time. Over the head of De Jong. Rafinha once again racing beyond Atletico's back line. It's cut out and shifted on by Llorente. Here's Clement Longley. Launched forward by the defender who is on loan from Barcelona this season. Martinez. Balde. Barca's subs, including Lewandowski, now warming up. Report saying an agreement was made between Flick and Lewandowski that he would not start tonight to try and preserve him for what is Barca's hectic April schedule. This is the third of 9 games in just 29 days. Corner. The jacket's gone and Simeone is up. DePaul, Barcelona not quite set. Away by Ferran Torres. Llorente. Referee plays on. Good work from Javi Galan. And Griezmann trying to break him behind. They look reinvigorated, Atletico. Loose pass, Rodrigo de Paul. They barely had the ball in Barcelona's half in the first half, but they do now! And Alexander Sørloth, so often Barca's nemesis, cannot take advantage. He's on, played on by Inigo Martinez. And what a chance, he could have squared it as well to Griezmann. Hard to begrudge the Norwegian international the right to shoot. But that's another opening for Simeone's side. Javi Galan getting touch tight to Lamine Yamal, who's arguably the best player on the pitch in the first half. Much better for the Rojiblancos. Straight into Martinez. Rafinha, are there gaps to exploit? Rafinha can't weave through, and Lamine Yamal miscues. Llorente read the dip on that pass well. Balde did not. And Szczesny is there to gather. De Jong scooting through midfield unchallenged. Lamine Yamal. Oh, brilliant Lamine Yamal. Fermin Lopez. Ferran Torres. Overcomplicated that somewhat. Out by Sørloth. Great game on our hands now. And Atletico are rising to the occasion. Javi Galan, Griezmann waiting. De Jong's interception, Atleti's corner. Weaves through his man as if he were not there. But now he and Barcelona must defend. Lenormand waiting for that to loop over Szczesny's head. No foul. Rodrigo de Paul in! And Clément Lenglet amongst the cluster attacking him. Had a horrible moment giving away that penalty at the weekend. Clément Lenglet would be some way to make amends were he to score here against his parent club. Balde, Fermin Lopez holds off Barrios, and now Lamine Yamal. Off he goes again. Fermin, Rafinha. Oh, it's glorious from Barcelona, but the save from Juan Musso keeps it at 1-0. It's another big chance for Rafinha. Yamal down. Well, was there one more pass worthy in this move, perhaps, here for Rafinha to just square it? But Lamine Yamal, absolutely ridiculous at times as he's smashed into by Lenglet. It's not a good challenge at all from the French defender. Away by Jimenez. A little said between the presidents up in the stands. Joan Laporta has been in the media today. Oh, what a ball, Fermin Lopez! Managed to float in behind. Lamine Yamal still struggling after that tackle from Longley. Barrios nearly showed too much of that to Koundé. Ronald Araujo is ready. It's going to be a couple of change for Barcelona. Jimenez, super pass, and Alvarez should have pulled that out of the air. Well, Lamine Yamal, is he saying here, I'm okay? A wag of the finger over to the dugout. It's going to be another change here for Atlético because Nahuel Molina, the Argentinian international, is coming on for Le Normand. So fourth change for Atlético, if you're keeping track. Pau Kubasi, just back from his injury, makes way for Eric Garcia. So Barca turn to their bench for the first time. And Fermin is off for Araujo. So I wonder if we'll actually see Eric Garcia into midfield here. We'll wait and see how this shapes up. There's the bleeding on the ankle of Lamine Yamal. Interestingly, Hansi Flick has spoken at length recently about how he needs his players to be responsible about their own bodies, how they're feeling in game, and to tell him. But 17-year-old adamant that he did not want to come off after that tackle. Rodrigo de Paul, blocked by Balde. Pedri, Rafinha. Garcia, caught and denied, and Molina, well, his first act of the game is to go into the book. Eric Garcia has literally just entered the action. Caught just above the ankle as well as he was darting away there, Garcia. Well, he's brought on players, presumably, to avoid sendings off because of others on yellows, and Molina's immediately got himself cautioned. There is a problem here for Eric Garcia. Not that Hansi Flick looks too concerned. Eric Garcia made his 100th appearance for Barcelona at the weekend against his former club Girona. And his 101st appearance has got off to a physical start. Still a back five out of possession, with Griezmann and Alvarez either side of Sørloth. Alvarez has actually kind of gone into midfield, hasn't he, really? That midfield three that we saw from Atlético in the first half. Jimenez. Headed out by Balde. Balde. No foul. Llorente back to Musso. Javi Galan's done really well, not only to bring that under control, but to find a teammate. Ronald Araujo quickly gets away from any further trouble. Llorente. Molina. Martinez. Good work from him stepping forward. Frankie de Jong. Barrios will persevere and break past Barcelona players. Free kick. He's down holding his shoulder now. Barcelona have one substitution left. It's just the way he fell. Kind of jars his arm. Is he okay? There was a little gesture there. Simeone asking if Barrios able to continue and Atlético direct. But Szczesny's done really well at marshalling his area. Came out of retirement back in October to sign for Barcelona and has jumped ahead of Iñaki Peña as Ter Stegen's understudy. De Jong. Barrios does appear to be okay and he's done well there. Long way to go here for Barcelona to hold on to this 1-0 lead. De Jong again, Lamine Yamal. No way through Longley. Barcelona's win here before the international break was a breathtaking one. Julian Alvarez and Alexander Sørloth put the Rojiblancos into a splendid lead. But then into that final 20 minutes and beyond, Robert Lewandowski, the brilliant goal to pull it back. Ferran Torres for 2-2, Lamine Yamal and Ferran Torres again into added time to win the match. Foul by Balde. The shoulder of Eric Garcia impedes the Atlético player. He does appear to be okay though, despite being caught following his introduction. It's actually Atlético who've produced the less fouls despite the plethora of cards they have. Has not been the goal frenzy of the first leg. More tense affair, perhaps. Molina. Llorente. Brilliant football from Atlético. Llorente again, beyond Rafinha. Rodrigo de Paul. Llorente continues his run, and he'll get the ball back. He won't quite spin into Antoine Griezmann. Garcia again. Oh, good bluster. And he's through a couple of Atletico players. Ferran Torres will collect. He's unable to totally protect the ball from Marcos Llorente. Balde, yellow card. So another caution in this game, and only a second for a Barcelona player. Certainly theatrical from Molina. I'm struggling to see a great deal of meaningful contact. Alvarez. Sørloth trying to hold his run again. Sørloth in, scores! Well, he's saying that he is onside. The assistant referee disagrees. The goal for now disallowed. Sørloth nodding towards the supporters as if to say this is okay and it will be tight. Look to stay parallel with Araujo. Let's see. Simeone knows it's close. But the goal does not stand. He was beyond the last man. Pedri, poor. Alvarez away. Great recovery from Jules Koundé. Atletico's ball again. Molina. De Paul. Sørloth certainly added something to Atletico's attack. And the ball in from Molina was inviting enough for Griezmann, who's off. Well, Atletico are really testing the defensive nature of Barcelona, their desire to have that high defence. And they've just been on the wrong side of it so far. Forward by Szczesny. Still unbeaten as a Barcelona player. 8 games, no losses since his debut in early January in the Copa del Rey. Well, Alexander Sørloth looking to keep up this remarkable run of having scored in his last 6 games against Barcelona. And tonight, just the chance to extend his remarkable run. Lower League Barbastro beaten earlier on in the competition by Barcelona before their wins over Real Betis and Valencia, both 5-goal victories to reach the last 4. Atlético actually beat 4 lower league sides, including Marbella and Elche, before a 5-0 Getafe quarter-final win. Long lay forward. Sørloth. He's off this time, and Atletico just aren't quite getting this right. And there was a game this season where Real Madrid were caught offside into double figures against Barcelona. Lewandowski getting instruction. Kylian Mbappe offside 8 times in that match, and you can see Atletico are falling into a similar trap. Rodrigo de Paul. Hangs it out towards Molina. Alvarez. It's clever. De Paul in. Araujo away. Frankie de Jong. Lewandowski waits. Pedri. Well, he runs. Sees Rafinha. Rafinha first time. Ferran Torres, the game's goal scorer. Shuffled out by Llorente. So Robert Lewandowski will replace today's starting centre-forward Ferran Torres, and right now the match winner, the tie winner. Ian Simeone getting into it before his withdrawal, but a glorious finish. So a 16-goal striker comes off for a 38-goal one. Lewandowski's goal here in the league was in truth an absolute joke. An incredible goal. Oh, and the header back, and Frankie de Jong sniffed that out, but referees stopped play. Longley. Molina. Pedri. Oh, lovely from Pedri. It really was excellent. And Lamine Yamal. Off he goes. Lewandowski. Pedri again. Frustration from Atletico supporters. They can't get the ball from Pedri. What a talent, so many injury issues in recent years, but still only 22. Lewandowski, at the prime old age of 36. Araujo not given the room to manoeuvre. Barcelona's vice-captain. He missed the first half of the season due to a hamstring injury. He returned in the Copa del Rey earlier on this season. Use of the arm from the aforementioned Uruguayan means free kick to Atletico. Griezmann, good movement. And Araujo puts it behind. So it is a corner to Atletico Madrid into the final 15 minutes. Griezmann's corner. Jimenez marked out of it by Martinez. Barrios. Molina. No free kick. Frankie de Jong aware of the danger that lurked over his shoulder. Lewandowski, will he get there? Not quite. Longley did enough. High by Koundé, Sherlock battling with Araujo, and that was a good change at centre-backs to add some physicality for Barcelona. Pedri. It's been a remarkable goal-scoring season for Barcelona. Scored 82 times in La Liga. Atletico third have only got 47 by comparison. Just the one tonight so far. Koundé moves forward unchallenged, too easy, and Lewandowski was lurking in the middle. There was Clément Lenglet. Look at this stuff that Lamine Yamal's doing. Absolutely crazy. Corner, Lewandowski. Well, I'm not entirely sure how he was able to keep possession under such intense pressure, but he wasn't far away from testing Musso. 8th semi-final meeting of these two clubs, by the way, in the Copa del Rey. And Atletico have come out on top of the last two. Look at that, Atletico without an attempt on target. Wojciech Szczesny made that one save to keep out Griezmann early in the half, but the flag was up. Griezmann, options in the middle, and it flicks off Araujo and into Szczesny. Been a steadying presence between the posts. Full time in his career at the end of last season at Juventus, but Barcelona, a compelling invitation to return to the game. Lewandowski down. Knee in the back from it's actually a relatively nasty challenge. Antoine Griezmann's evening against his old club is over, and there'll be some minutes now for Rodrigo Riquelme. It's Atletico's final change. Lamine Yamal. Atletico double up and get the ball back. Now Alvarez playing alongside Sherlock up front after that change. Pau, Molina, here's Riquelme. Yamal nearly got there. Garcia drags the pass and kills the hope that Lamine Yamal might scoot away. Barcelona's last Copa del Rey triumph coming back in 2021. They did enjoy a run of 4 titles in a row in this competition, 2015 to 18. A run that started in the treble season under Luis Enrique. Llorente. Longley. Javi Galán. Too much of the ball shown to De Jong. Rafinha goes early. It's a dreamy pass out to Lamine Yamal, and Atletico are stretched here. Lamine Yamal. Lewandowski and Rafinha bemoaning the fact they did not get the ball, and perhaps with good reason. Atletico still alive in the tie. Alvarez. Riquelme. Well dealt with by Inigo Martinez, who's having a superb season. Crucial player for Hansi Flick. Some lamenting the fact that he did not become a Barcelona player sooner, reportedly wanted by previous manager Ernesto Valverde at Barcelona many years ago. Having this latter years renaissance. Pedri. De Jong. Garcia, Lewandowski. Given back to Atletico. Javi Galán has a shot himself and just Koundé put his body in the way of it. De Jong's touch takes it through to Szczesny. Well, late goals have defined this fixture this season. Sørloth scoring in the 96th minute to win at Barcelona in December. Sørloth scoring in added time to draw the first leg of this in February, 4-4. And Barcelona scoring twice in added time to win here last month in the league by 4-2. Will we be treated to late drama once more at the Metropolitano? Longley to Pau. Alvarez. Riquelme. Molina. Molina again. Out towards Sørloth. And Rafinha caught. And attempting to clear Barcelona's lines. Gerard Martin is about to replace Lamine Yamal, whose most stellar work was done in the first half, creating the goal for Ferran Torres of the pass that few others would see. Right winger off, full back on. And gratefully received by the travelling support. So on comes the fullback, 29th game of the season since being promoted from Barcelona's B team. Looks like he's gone into the back four, and Balde has been pushed further into the attack. Rafinha now out on the right. De Jong, Pedri drops the shoulder, deceives Llorente and finds Rafinha. Another Barcelona goal surely ends this. De Jong. Martin. Balde back to Gerard Martin again. No one in green on the penalty spot. Balde wins it back. Rafinha drives. Balde, Rafinha. Back by Pedri. 2 minutes of the 90 to play. Barca ticking the ball around nicely. Koundé, fouled. Lewandowski, Barcelona play on. Rafinha, still going. Balde, Gerard Martin in and away by Jimenez, only as far as Rafinha. Metropolitano wants the ball back. Rojo's foul into the 89th minute of the game. It's a wild pass over the top. Molina guilty of being wasteful. Barcelona's accounts have come into question today by La Liga, whether they had the right to register Dani Olmo and Pau Victor for the second half of the season. But the day might well end in triumph. As Balde can't find Lewandowski. And 9 points behind Barcelona with little of the season remaining. If Atlético lose here, they likely will end the season without a trophy. Already out of the Champions League. It's a big few minutes for them here, and Simeone's urgency tells you that. Just 4 added minutes to work with as well for Atlético. De Paul, Llorente, Barrios shifts away and finds Rodrigo De Paul. Molina, and the header is over from Jimenez, who might well be playing as an emergency striker now. Clutch of the hamstring from Martinez. Lewandowski flicks Rafinha. Little urgency to break for the penalty area. Balde. Gerard Martin with a challenge that brings a war from the away end. Barrios, there is space wide left, and Javi Galan is the option. Four charging for the area. Sirlot amongst them. What a take from the big striker. Riquelme, Alvarez, Riquelme, Barrios. Barca hanging on. Javi Galan, Araujo up. Eric Garcia on to Lewandowski. Atletico go again. Galan. Koundé blocks it. Tremendous from Barrios. March was miserable for Atletico as their title challenge waned and Champions League campaign ended. But with seconds to go here, they have a free kick to try and preserve their Copa del Rey status. Yellow for Gerard Martin. Late drama at the Bernabeu last night. Van Musso gets the call to go. Late drama in Madrid once again on back-to-back nights. De Paul in, Sirlot was there. Musso will stay forward as Barrios collects. Hung forward, nodded down, and Jimenez can't get there. Araujo celebrates like he scored. Barca clinging on. Musso still up there. Into the cluster, punched by Szczesny. No goalkeeper to speak of at the other end. The referee's whistle has blown, and that is it. We will have a Clásico Copa del Rey final. Barcelona beat Atletico to set up a showpiece with Real Madrid. Diego Simeone's side, second best on the night. Hansi Flick delighted. The dream of a treble remains for the Blaugrana. Ferran Torres goal enough. Flick making the call to start him up front instead of Lewandowski. Sirlot with chances after his second half introduction, but that man has decided this semi-final second leg and the tie as a whole. Atletico improved after the break, but couldn't muster the clarity of chance they needed to really test Wojciech Szczesny. It's Barca's night. And what a final to come against Real Madrid. It's finished here. Atletico 0, Barcelona 1, 5-4 on aggregate to Barcelona.